Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks, and this evening I'm joined by
Steve,
Dave,
Rob,
A-Bomb.
Dave.
And we just finished playing Magic Maze. Now this is a real-time cooperative game. There are 4 different fantasy races. You've got Elf, Wizard, Warrior and Dwarf, I think. And for some reason they're running around in a shopping mall trying to shoplift weapons, which they seem to have run out of. So you're trying to get the purple guy effectively to the purple weapon space, which is just here as it happens. The green guy has to get to the green weapon space, which is over here. The yellow is trying to get to the yellow space, and the orange is trying to get to the orange weapon space, which is here. However, the way you move them is each of you have one of these directions in front of you. So I can move any pawn I like, but I can only move it in that direction. So looking at the map, I have to move them this way. So if we need to get the, let's say the purple one needs to get round, oh, he's on this space already. Let's say the green one has to get to here. So somebody has to move it to this space first, and then I can do the movement in that direction. So I kind of look around and think, who's got the appropriate movement for that one? Oh, Chantel's got this one. Now, you're not allowed to talk while you play the game, though. So I need Chantel to move this pawn here before I can do my movement. The only way you can communicate is you take this thing and you sort of tap it on the table in front of them. This says, you need to do something. And Chantel goes, oh, crumbs, what's that? And looks around and hopefully eventually realizes this piece. Once she's moved it, you move it there. And then it's like, oh, she's going to need to move it again. So I go tap, tap, tap. But she moves it again. And then we need the person who goes in that direction, which is Dave. Thank you, Dave. And then we get there. So you need to do all of this. And once they're all on their weapon spaces, then they have to carry those weapons to the exit. Now, there are several exit spaces like this one here. And so the purple guy has to get to this exit. And again, the yellow guy has to get to his yellow exit. But one other thing I forgot to mention actually is that at the start you only start on one particular tile and you have to explore a lot of the tiles. So for example, you have to try and get the yellow guy to a yellow exploration space like this one, and then someone will have the explore action on their tile here, and so you flip over a new tile and you match it up, and that's how you're kind of exploring more of it. So you explore the area, race around to get them onto their weapon spaces, and then after that race around to get them onto their exit spaces. If you manage all of that in 3 minutes, you win the game. It's timed here. Now, there's no way you're going to manage that, so something else you can do is you can try and get somebody to one of these timer spaces. If somebody goes onto a timer space, you get to flip the timer. It doesn't pause the time, you just flip it over. It uses up the time space, and then everyone can talk. But you can't do anything while people are talking. So you can plan just for a second, say, oh, we need to get this one there and this one here. And then as soon as someone starts moving something again, you can't talk anymore. There's a couple of other actions you can do. There's escalators over here. So if you want somebody to go up or down an escalator, they have to do that one. And this one here is a portal. So this will let you take someone from anywhere at all and move them onto their portal space. And then finally, I should mention, every time you use the timer thing to stop the time, at that point, all of your actions pass clockwise, and you get a new action. You've got to think, oh, I'm not going this way anymore, I'm going that way, which really messes with your head. There's various levels to the game, so you can play a simpler version, and then it kind of gets harder and harder as you increase the levels. If you manage to get all the people to their weapons and out before the time runs out, you win. What do you think?
This is a lovely idea for a game. I think Rob said there's 17 levels, is it? 17 levels?
Yeah.
17 levels, and we played up to 6, and we failed 2 out of 3 of the games we played. It's great working with a group, and this token, it's like tap, 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 very deliberate movements without having to speak. It's just so much hidden tension, it's great.
Dave?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's very original, quite stressful because sometimes you can't see and then someone's tapping and then it puts the extra pressure on. But you really, it's good because you feel the pressure and you're there's a real sense of shit, I need to do this the whole time I'm playing the game, and you've got to be focused because there's 4 things to move. It could be your time to be moving that. You can have sections where you've got to be doing everything almost, and then times where you're just trying to focus on what needs to be done, and then it all changes when it all moves around. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, Rob?
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, when you're playing with fewer players, you've got a lot more actions to do on your turns. There's a lot more to look after. Also, when I played it, I only played with 3 or 4 players, and I thought with more players it might be too many arms in people's way, but it actually worked out quite well. Yeah, it's really good fun.
Abel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not always the massivest fan of co-ops, but yeah, this is a good one. It's quick. They say 10 minutes on the box is about that. I was a little bit worried, same as Rob, about the fact that everyone would be trying to do the same things. And obviously you've got duplicates where you've got two people both having the same action they can do. But actually you find that people focus on different bits of the board as the pawns move about. So yeah, right, okay.
David?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not played anything else like it. Yeah, nice quick game.
Okay. Chantal?
It's a really good co-op. It's a bit stressful, but it's short, so it's fine. You can actually survive it. It's brilliant. The components are great quality. It's very easy to handle them. I really like the design. It's really readable. I really like the replayability as well, and the fact that you can accommodate a big group. It's really fun.
Rating out of 10?
I would probably go towards a 9.
Wow, okay. Rating, David?
I give it an 8.
7.5.
8.
8.
8.
I loved it. It is incredibly stressful, and it's amazing how much you can kind of blank. You kind of get focused on 2 or 3 of the pawns, and someone else can see that you need to move the 4th pawn, but you just don't see it. You're like focused on all the others. And that's great. The fact that it does rely on everybody. You can't just take a back seat in this game and let other people do the driving. Your role is going to be critical, and because they keep changing, you never really feel comfortable. You're always kind of on the edge. I loved it. I had a great time. I'd be on a solid 9 out of 10. Fantastic. Thanks for watching. That was Magic Maze.